Good day, everyone. Today I'm going to share to you the seven vials of Revelation. All right. Let me bring you first to uh, the seven vials. Yes. Okay. All right. These are the seven vials that was revealed. Okay. And if you look at this, let's go into the a bit detail. Yeah. Okay. From here, the vial number one, which was poured out, we just look at the important points. Yeah, you can read all of them, but we will not do it here. We will just go and look at the what are the important keywords that was used here. So here we can see the first pour out vial is poured upon the earth, right? This is poured upon the earth. There fell a noise, gruesome sore as a result of something that is being poured out to earth, which men had upon the men which had the mark of the beast. So there are people already whose mark had the mark of the 666, and who worship the image. Yeah, they worship the image, and there's something that is being put out into earth and hurt this. Yeah, hurt these people who had the mark and who worship the beast. Right. So this is the information we are received from the vial number one. So we put here it's a pour upon the earth and soar and 666. Okay. So this means 666 numbering is already being done. It's already being conducted, and this vial is information is saying that something is being put out from heaven and pour out to earth and hurt those who are already marked by the number 666. Okay, by the Antichrist. All right. And we go to the vial number two. In here it says there's also angel also pour out something. He pour out upon the sea. This time he pour out into the sea. The first vial is into the earth. The second is into the sea. And blood of a dead man and every living thing in the sea died. Yeah. So there's something that is being poured out uh, into the sea, and the sea, whatever lived in the sea died. Okay, that's the information. So we write it is the sea and in blood, right? Also vial number three, we can see here pour out is vial again. Also, there has been poured out, and it hurt the rivers and the fountains of waters. Yeah, it's the same as the trumpet. Also, the trumpet, also the rivers and the waters also was affected. Here, the same information we get from the vial number three. So we put the river and the flood. Yeah. Uh, okay. The uh, vial number four. We can see here there is this is being poured out. Something is being the angel pour out the vials, and the sun was affected. The sun, the affected, was given to upon the sun, and the power was given to him to scorch men with fire. So he also scores men with fire. Something hit here. Yeah, there's a hit that hit generated here, and there was this course of great hits. Must be from the sun. There must be something from the sun about heat, and then people were blaspheming God. Yeah, and they repented not. So we can see the information here in vial number four is about something to do with the stars or the sun, and there's the heat, the stars and the heat. Yes. So out of these vials, one, two, three, four, five, four, we can notice that it's something about natural disaster. There's something to do with something that happened to the rivers, the sea, the earth, yeah, and to people, and also the sun and the moon, the stars are all affected. It's basically about the same thing happening as we have learned in the trumpets, right? Okay, so vial number five, we can see here the key point here. Number five is talking about is pour out into the seat of the beast. Is now is targeting the beast, the Antichrist, When you see beast here, it's the Antichrist and his kingdom of darkness. So there is this vial pouring out upon the beast and his followers, yeah, and there is pain. Pain is inflicted upon them, and they blaspheme the God of heaven, yeah. And they are sores and they pain. So we can see the picture in the vial number 5 is about pain, and they are blaspheming God. So, and we know the beast here is the Antichrist, yeah. All right, number 6, the vial number 6. Okay, it gives us a picture of it's there is something that is poured out in the river, the river, and the water dried up, and the water dried up. The river Euphrates dried up, and the kings, there are kings that are crossing the river. Huh? There are kings that are crossing the river. They are prepared. So we could imagine here there must be something like a war that is going to happen. And then he also saw unclean spirits. The spirits also are involved. There's the there's the dragon. Yeah, there is a beast again mentioned. False prophet. So we have here, we can see here, this is Satan, this is the Antichrist, and this is the false prophets, the false spiritual prophets. Yeah. So this we can imagine things is moving, and there are the spirits of the devils, right? And then working miracles, and we have kings of the earth. So there are people, kings of the earth, and the whole world. They gathered them, and they what? Battle. You see the word here, battle. Yeah, there is this word. There is this word battle. Yeah, you see this word, the battle of a great battle of the great day. So we can see here that there is a war. There's a war going on. Yeah, and yes, the Bible had given us clearly. He called it the Battle of Armageddon. So we know that this is the world war. Yeah, this is the war. In the seal also there is that war there. Okay, this is the information we get from the vial number 6. And then we put there the kings of the east. Yes, and okay, in the last vial we could see here the keywords here is poured out upon the air, and a great bozo is on the temple of heaven. Is the picture is about the things in heaven, and it is done. It is done, yeah, it's completed. And also they were also given us some information about that there are voices, thunder, lightnings, and there was a great earthquake. Yes, upon men on earth. There was a great earthquake on earth. It's a mighty earthquake. It's a very big earthquake, and the city was divided. Yeah, there was some the cities are being destroyed due to the earthquake. And there is also mentioned the great Babylon, and the wrath, the cup of her wine of the fierceness of his wrath, and this is the wrath of God. And what else information we have is about islands fled away, the mountains move, so hails out of heaven. So we can see there is this anger of the Lord, yeah, and fell upon the great hail, and hail from heaven. There is the weight of talent, the blasphemy, and hail, plague. So we could imagine that this information given to us in the plague number 7 is like God is the one intervening. There's something, the wrath of God is being poured out in the in towards man, and it's done. After that, after God has done it, it's finished. All right. So yeah, that's the information we get from the vials. Yeah, and we will notice that the vials are not in order. Yeah, because here you got the 666, which is after there was a pain that was inflicted on those who have 666, means the 666 has been done. and here there is the war that is going to happen, and in between there is this natural calamities on the natural calamities on the sea, the river, the stars, and pain. Now we are just wondering that it looks like the order of the event is not organized. Yeah, it's not organized. So what we are going to do, just like what happened we did to the seven trumpets, we are going to reorganize the seven vials so that it will fit the events. Because it cannot be that this one will this it cannot be that this one this will happen first, then this will come. This must the vial number 6 and the vial number 1 must go together. Yeah, because you're talking about the punishment of the 666 and also the war that is taking place. And then these natural calamities on the nature will be here, right? And then the end will come. So we have to rearrange this, right? Okay, rearranging it, this is what will happen. So now let's see. What's the arrangement? Right, this is the rearrangement. I put this is the rearrangement. Okay, so when we arrange the vials, we will find out the number 6 will come first. And then, yes, the number 1, vial 1, 2, and is in order. And then vial number 5 will be here. And vial number 7 will be here. Then we will see that it is now in order, because here the kings of the east will come out. This is the Armageddon War. And then the punishment of those who have marked the 666. Yeah, and then God is going to intervene. There will be the sea will be turned into blood, and the river into blood, and there will be scourge and pain here. Yeah, and then that's only when God will everything is done here. So this is the correct order of the seven vials. So now what we are going to do is we are going to put them into the seals and trumpet, so that we could have a more picture, more information given to us. In the previous, we have already the seals. Yes, we have already the seal. We have information on the seal. Yes, and then we have also information on the trumpets. Yeah, the seals and the trumpets. And now we are going to look at the information, the vials. So the vial number 1 is must place here under the seal number 6 and together with trumpet number 1, because they are talking about the same thing. They're talking about, as well we know, they're talking about the mark. They're talking about the sore. Yes, there is this pain inflicted on the 666 people. The people here were already marked somewhere here, so we will talk about that later. They already marked somewhere here, and here they got the affliction. The punishment is here, is this part here. So we put the vial number 1 in this part, right? Okay, so that's how we should do. And second seal, yes, second seal is talking about the sea. Something is happening to the sea. Yeah, something's happening to the sea. So yes, it coincides with also the sea in the trumpet, so it will be parked here. Yeah. Okay, let's move on with the seal number 3. Okay, seal number 3 is okay, talking about the rivers. Yeah, something is happening to the river. It turned into blood. The river turned into blood. Yeah, the river turned into blood. So it will coincide with the trumpet number 3. So we will park it here and will be fall under the wrath of the Lamb under seal number 6. All right. Let's see number 4. Number 4 is talking about the sun. Yeah, we talking about the sun. So the sun, the moon, the stars, there is planetary disalignment or something, and it also coincides with the trumpet number 4. So they're talking about the same thing. They're talking about the same thing. So we will park it here under the wrath of God, because it's only this natural calamities is an act of God. So it's the God that is the one doing the punishment here under the seal number 6. Okay, so let's look at number 5. Number 5 also is talking about pain. Yes, talking about pain, and this is about God is pouring His wrath upon the sin seat of the beast. Yeah, He's pouring punishment on the Antichrist at this particular time. Yeah, so when God's wrath here, He is pouring wrath on the Antichrist, Satan, and the false prophet is here. So we have to park this vial, wrath of the vial here in seal number 6, and trumpet here. Yeah, so that's how we will do. And then let us look at the seal number 6. Now seal number 6, we can see that it's talking about a king of the east. It's like as we have already discussed this, the king of the east, that they crossed the river Euphrates, and it's talking about like a war. Yeah, it's talking about a war. So we place the vial here under World War III. That coincides with the seal number 4, and also coincides with trumpet number 6, because they're talking about the same thing. Yeah, right. Seal number 7. Okay, seal number 7. Yes, we are going to park seal number 7 here. Yeah, because it's talking about it's done, it's finished, it's done, and it's silence in heaven. And also the trumpet number 7 is about God reigns. So this one will be parked here. Yeah. So having done that, we have already reorganized the 7 vials. Then we can when we look at this, the summary, this is how it looks like. All right, so we have the seals here. Okay, we have the seals, here, we have the trumpet here, and we have the vial here. So they are giving us information. So the seal, this is the information the seal had given us, that the Antichrist will appear and make peace. Yeah, he will make peace. And then on the second part, he is going to break the peace. And on the third part, his economy is going to be affected. And then World War will be coming. And then the martyrs will be, believers will be martyrs. And then God is going to intervene, is going to punish earth using the natural events like the sea and the stars and all this, and then there will be silent in heaven. So you look at the seal, they are in order. So from here it goes there, it goes here, and then it will, it's really in order. Yeah, no need to reorganize them. But when we come to the trumpet, so the trumpet we have to reorganize. Yeah, so we have to put the trumpet number 1 here, here, and it coincides with the trumpet number seal number 6. But when it comes to the trumpet number 5, we have to park it here, because it says here that the Antichrist will come out of the bottomless pit. So this is where there's a bottomless pit here. He is inside here. He's going to come out here, and then he will start to do his peace talk. Yeah, and then follow the process of the seals. And the sixth trumpet is talking about they are going to slay. There will be a lot of people that's going to be killed. So we are going to park it here under World War. Because in the World War, that's where people will be a lot of destruction to the human beings. Yeah. And then the 7th trumpet will be parked here, because this is God is going to reign here. All right. So we could see now a lot of information coming. And when we put in the vial, okay, vial it's talking about same thing about the trees, the sun, the moon. Yeah. It's talking about the sea, the river, the sun, and also pain on the Antichrist and his followers here. So we will park it on this part. Yeah. And then he's talking about the vial number 6, which is about the king of the east, which is Armageddon. So we park it here. And we have last one is we have the is done. So we park it there. So we have a full picture what we have here is when we combine the seal, the trumpet, and the vial, we have a lot of information that has given us within that span of 7 years, because this is all just 7 years only. Yeah, from here it's going to be there. It's all 7 years only. All right. So thank the Lord. We have this information. So next time we are going to study again. The next one we will study is um, yeah. As we go back to our summary here. Oh, where is it? Summary. Then yes. Finally, we have this, and yeah, we have already talked about the seal. We already talked about the trumpet. We already talked about the vials, and next time we are going to talk about Matthew 24, the prophecy of Christ, and see how the prophecy of Christ fit into the 7 years. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, and thank you for listening. Have a good day.